Crypto moves in seconds. Miss the pump, lose forever. BitProfits never sleeps.
With thousands of members winning daily.
While you hesitate, we profit. Join the elite now.
All right, guys, welcome back to BitProfits. Today is Monday, November 17th. This is part of our VIP nightly meeting. We meet Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And look at what we have here, guys, man. You guys can clearly see we have been breaking down over the last couple days, man. Remember, we called, if you guys go back and watch that last replay, watch that last video, I called the breakdown from 99K, right? Remember I said 95K was your first take profit. 95K was your first take profit. I'm pretty sure there was probably a level here because this was a pretty drastic drop. But that's why I called the 95K. We had rallied so hard. We had bust through a lot of levels. So I knew it was going to get back to 95K once we broke down 98. 98 was a confirmation. Once we broke down this level, yeah, it was clear that we were going down to 95K. Looks like we tried to retest maybe a little micro level, but now look here. A few days ago, you see that we broke through that 95, and now we're just retesting lower. So what I can see, I definitely will be going with this overall trend. You guys can see right now it's 8:51. It's almost 9 o'clock. So we broke through yesterday or a few hours ago. We broke through, not even a few hours ago, a couple hours ago. We broke and held under this 92.3 level. So what does that mean? We have a break and hold. We're probably going to be retesting this 89K. That's what I see on the charts for Bitcoin. We have increasing volume to the downside. Volume is increasing. No buyers are stepping in to hold this price up. This Bitcoin is probably, like, I'm 95% sure that it's coming down to this 90K. The level, I have my level at 89.9, so let's just call it 90K. We're going to probably be retesting 90K. It probably not by the end of the day, within the next few days. But as aggressive as the selling pressure has been, I would think we're going to get there relatively quickly. So this is almost like a lock in my book. It's going down to this 90K. Any questions on that?
No, you said 90K, 98K.
90K, yeah, 90K. So
80K.
Yeah, so we got like a $1,700 move to the downside. I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna put my measurement tool. Yeah, about 2% to the downside. So probably get a 2R here. Have a tight stop. Maybe put your stop above this 93 level, this 93K level. And that's why y'all need to jump on these videos, guys. Come trade with us live. Make sure my levels match your levels. But I'm just kind of showing you what I have. I will put my stop right above this 93 level, and then my TP will be here. Now, if we break this 90K, oh yeah, you're gonna eat good. You just going short. Bear market is here. You just take the short. But I think let me pull up RSI, you kind of see on these higher time frames, you see how the RSI is getting to that oversold region. We're like oversold. We're below 30 on the RSI here. So we definitely could bounce here at this 90K level. But with this increasing volume and a break and hold down that 92 level, I definitely think we're going to 90K. Any questions on that?
Bro.
Any community coins y'all want to look at? This is Bitcoin. This is going to be the market leader right here. But oversold, we're getting into that oversold territory. So I would be real tight with it. Take profit here at 90K, stop right above that 93.
Yeah, man. You want to take a look at Bonk?
Bonk, yeah. We can go to the 4-hour on Bonk. Bonk is starting to bounce. We're in that 30 RSI here on Bonk. Is like we're getting a little wicky on Bonk. How big is this move? Yeah, 2-3% move. This is the 4-hour. So let me jump down to some smaller time frame. You can come in here and mark this level here on Bonk, horizontal line. Let me change that to a solid line. Yeah, we're getting a little wicky on Bonk. So let me jump into some lower time frames. Yeah, it's respecting this level. Look at how many times it's retested this level. 1, 2, wick down 3. So this would have been a nice, play here to catch that. That might have been a 30 RSI play. Let me check. Yeah, not quite 30 RSI, but 40. But yeah, looks like Bonk is starting to bounce off of that level. Off of that level. But I wouldn't go against the overall trend though. Bonk could start to trade within this range, but I don't like the size of these wicks though. It's getting real wicky. That's why I don't really mess with Bonk. Like this a 5% wick in 1 hour, like kind of indecisive here. It came up, retested this level and rejected. This would have been a nice short on Bonk. Nice short. Right now it's starting to bounce though. How strong is the bounce going to be if Bitcoin is breaking down? So really I wouldn't want to take a long on this because it's going against the overall trend on Bitcoin. I would wait till it gets to this level or up here. See how I started to consolidate here. This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 5 hours, it was like in this range and then it broke down. So yeah, from this, let's say this is the bottom of the channel, this is the top of the channel, then it broke down through that channel. So this would have been a nice little short right here. But yeah, it's kind of respecting this level. So it could start to consolidate and then reverse. That's what we could see here on Bonk. But like I said, I really don't like going against the overall trend on Bitcoin. Like where is the liquidity going to come from if Bitcoin is breaking down? How much is Bonk going to bounce? I
Mm.
just don't know. I wouldn't want to go against the overall trend. So I don't really want to trade something like this where it's 5% wicks. Like you got to be really on your stuff to make sure you're not getting wicked out or stopped out. So if you can catch it, great. Let me jump down to 1 minute. Yeah, if you can catch some of this and like short something like this where it's like super overbought, but it could just start to consolidate and just get really wicky. So I don't love it. But yeah, that's what I see on Bonk.
You don't hate it though.
I wouldn't want to on prop. I wouldn't want to trade nothing like this on prop. Yeah.
Gotcha. You can check out Ethereum and Solana.
Yes.
Those three real quick.
Yeah. ETH, same thing. ETH kind of broke down. It's the 1 hour. Let me jump to that 4 hour. Let me come in here and mark this level here. Move that down some. This is where buyers stepped in here at this level and bought the price up. Yeah. I mean, this was such strong selling pressure. It it broke and held on this candle, right? But then it did wick down to this level. It got bought up. It got bought up. So what I want to see from ETH is let's see if it starts to consolidate between this 29.97 and 30.58. Then I would play either the breakout or the breakdown. But right now, this is a little like even the hour that we're on is kind of indecisive. This 4 hour is kind of indecisive because like we got a top wick and a bottom wick. So let's just see if we start to consolidate in this channel on ETH and let's play a breakout or a breakdown. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When they say wait for confirmation, that's what they mean. Like when they say, man, wait for confirmation, wait for confirmation, wait for confirmation. This I really can't call it. I'm surprised that this is not 50 RSI because like we broke. Like I would be playing a short here. I would look to play a short. I would want to see a retest at this level, but I want to see it reject this level, and then I jump my short. But it got bought up. It got bought up. So it got bought up through the level. So I want to see consolidation. Let it build momentum for the next big move. But as far as that, yeah, I don't see a clear entry right now on ETH. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, great, great, great.
Be patient.
Yeah, that's what I see on ETH. Yeah, even this 1 hour, 1 hour is like we getting like a dead cat bounce, man. Yeah, this might be a good short right here. If it breaks down this level, I would take a short.
Would you
Like,
call that like a bear flag or
yeah, that's exactly what I was looking at. I'm like, man, this is a textbook bear flag. We had a steep drop, flagging up, maybe down to 2,500. I mean, you can see it better on the 1 hour than I could on the 4 hour. But nah, yeah, this actually. Let me go info line here. I'm gonna go info line. 5%. So let me see where that puts us. Might have to go out to the weekly. Yeah. Yeah, 2,800. So maybe ETH can retrace down to 2,800. Yeah. Dang, ETH been under some, dang, the last 4 weeks. Yeah. So yeah, we might be looking at a 25 to $2,800 ETH. Does that make sense? You see how I did that? I use my info line to measure the the drop. So I got this drop from this. It could have even been from here, but I used my info line to kind of measure the flagpole. From the top of that one, I put it at the top of this one, and that puts us at about a $2,800 ETH.
Mm.
hmm So yeah, if we the entry on here is like a breakdown through this 3,000, this 2997, that would be a good entry for a short. I would just wait for confirmation. Could start to consolidate. It could just flag and break down, and I would play a short that way.